What is up, guys? Dzeeff here, and today I had another mail day opening. I haven't done one of these in a while just because I haven't really been going to tournaments, but I felt that both of these are really important to get. So this package right here that will open first is a card that I should have bought a long time ago but never got around to it. And this package right here is actually one that my friend Andrew sent me for free. Thank you so much, Andrew. It's all of the low rarity maximum crisis stuff that I needed to do deck profiles. I really appreciate it because I wanted these cards like when Sneak came out, but I didn't get a chance to go to Sneak Preview like I did with Raging Tempest, because if you remember when I went to Raging Tempest, the Raging Tempest Sneak Preview, I got a whole bunch of cards for deck profiles for like a month, but I didn't get a chance to do that Maximum Crisis, so I needed those cards, and I didn't really want to pay for them. So thank you, Andrew, for sending me these, but I'll open that second. We'll go through the smaller one first. So in here, we have, oh, there's a little slip. I'll make sure it has no address. So this is Gozuki. I like this card a lot. I talked about it in a video or two. I know some people don't really like it as a card, but I do, and I think it's a good one of, at the very least. I'll zoom in here. So I haven't had a card with this this type of ultra rare foiling yet. I didn't really buy any cards from this set, Duelist Saga, so it's my first time seeing them. I actually think it looks kind of cool. It has that sort of lined pattern. I don't know if they'll use that again. Obviously, Maximum Crisis didn't use that for their basic ultra rares. But yeah, Gozuki, I figured I would never play 3 in a deck. I think 2 or 1 is pretty optimal for like Skull Servants or Phantom Knight Zombies or Shiranuis if you're playing that. But yeah, I want to pick this card up because I do feel that it's a good card. I think a lot of people don't give it enough credit, whereas I actually do think it's pretty playable. So I wanted to finally pick it up. Man, these things were like $5 like a couple months ago when they first came out, and I just did not want to buy them for that price. But they finally went down in price a little bit, so I actually was able to purchase them. And this is the Maximum Crisis one. Now, I do have scissors just in case, but I don't know if those will be necessary. Hopefully not. Okay, sweet. Oh yeah, it has some other stuff in it too. So, put it in a Ziploc baggie there. Wow, this is so much easier than having to cut things open. Man, the first time I finally bring fucking scissors to this thing, and we don't even have to cut anything. Maybe I'll just cut this. See, I have the scissors. Maybe just to, so I feel like I use them, I'll cut this bag. Yeah, this bag's really hard to cut. There. Now I felt like the scissors, I can't actually finish it. Now I felt like the scissors actually did something, so I can justify grabbing them. Anyway, let's go through, wow, it's really slippery. Let's go through the cards that Andrew gave me. Once again, thank you so much. How the fuck do I open? Oh, it's on the top. Okay, so we have, I'll go this way, I guess. So we have one invoked Rajin, is that how, Raging guy? I don't know. So this card is a card that you definitely should be playing in Subterrors. You can instant fusion it out and then flip itself face down, and that will let you summon a Subterror Behemoth from your hand. It's a pretty good combo. Not as relevant with Fiendus out, but I really felt like I needed this card, especially because with the Predaplants, you will be playing instant fusion for sure in that deck, and it's good when you don't actually draw the Hidden City or the Fiendus. Next, let's see here. I guess I can just go this way. So we have Predaplant, Darling Cobra, obviously the Takatomborg of the Predaplants, as well as 3 Orphis Scorpio. I really like this engine a lot. You'll probably see it at least in the next 2 deck profiles, possibly more than that. Obviously, you guys know I like Brilliant Fusion. Obviously, I also like Instant Fusion, and I like cards that are like Terror Top. So when you give me a card that does both of those things, it's kind of hard for me not to want to play it, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, expect to see these in decks a lot. Sorry if you don't like the Predaplants or Brilliant Fusion, because, well, I don't know how you found this channel, but second of all, you're going to see them a lot more. On to the Subterror stuff, looks like. So we have 3 Subterror Fiendus. A staple 3 of these. This card was pre-selling for like $6, which is way too much. I mean, I hate buying things at sneak peek prices, especially super rares, because I know they're all going to go below $1 in like a week. But even after like 1 week of the set being out, these still were like $4 or $5 on eBay, and it was like I don't want to pay that much for them, especially because now they're probably like under $1. But yeah, obviously the best new Subterror cards, so I had to get 3 of that. We also have 3 Subterror Final Battle. So this card is insane. I don't know if you've watched the gameplay video that I have with Subterrors where I was testing out the new stuff, or if you watched that entire live stream, but this card is a lot better than I initially thought, and I initially thought it was really good, so it's definitely a staple 3 of it. The only downside with this card really is that you can't search it with Hidden City. There's not really anything else bad about this card, so that's kind of neat, but yeah, it definitely sucks that I don't know why they gave that restriction to Hidden City where it can only search monsters, because if it could search anything, it would just make a lot of stuff better. Like Subterror Cave Clash should be a lot more playable. This would be as well, but you have to play 3 of these. You gotta see this card turn 1. And one thing I guess I can mention real quick is that I didn't actually think the double attack and defense effect would be useful, but I found that I use that one a lot. You can use it in the damage step to boost like a Umastrix up to 4,700 defense, which is just ridiculous, and you can kill them off of that. But that effect is really powerful. I didn't actually realize it, and also gives you like an out to masterpiece. You can just attack over stuff. But yeah, definitely like that card. Kind of wish it was a holo though. Happens. I also did pick up one of each of these guys. I don't think this one's very good at all, but I mean, there's no reason not to. I've picked up all the Subterror cards that have come out, even Subterror Nemesis Defender, and that card's straight trash. So this card's better than that at least. But the Glacier guy is really good. Obviously, I showed that combo video the other day, and that was a really important part to it, to send Glow Up Bulb. I don't know if I'll be playing the Glow Up Bulb stuff in the actual deck, because I feel like it's, as some people were pointing out, the deck has a lot of garnets. Not as many garnets as Madolches do, but you remember that live stream where Madolches have 6 garnets to draw into. But not as many garnets as that deck, but it definitely does have garnets. And by playing cards like Glow Up Bulb, you're giving yourself more garnets. But still, both these cards at least are better than Nemesis Defender. That card sucks. Hate that card. We also have 3 Set Rotation. I made a video about this card, but I actually think this card is super powerful. And I didn't quite put together that you can use this with Gateway to Chaos or Oracle Zephyra in the video I made. A lot of people pointed that out, and we've actually seen multiple regional tops already just in the first couple weeks here, with people using triple Set Rotation in their deck to complement their triple terraforming. It's so powerful because you can do it on your opponent's turn to lock them out of, not only destroy the field spell that they play, but also lock them out of field spells for the rest of the turn. That's just super good, and I like this card a lot. I don't know if you necessarily have to play it with cards like Gateway to Chaos or Oracle to Zephyra, because those are sort of just like really bad bricks, but I think there's a lot of interesting applications, even just blanking your opponent's field spell for the turn and giving yourself a field spell. In that regard, it acts as sort of 4, 5, and 6 copies of terraforming, and I think that it's useful to at least play in some capacity in a lot of these field spell decks. I also like it in True King Dinosaurs right now, because you can play, obviously you can give yourself the Diagram, but you can also potentially play Lost World just to give your opponent that, just because Lost World wouldn't be so like terrible to draw. Or you could try out Gateway to Chaos. I suppose that's like, I mean, it's sort of the high risk, high reward thing, but I guess I'm playing a lot of, I tend to play a lot of cards like that where there's one card you don't want to draw, because we were never trying to win long tournaments. But Set Rotation, really powerful card. Definitely try it out if you haven't already. So there's that. And the last card that I actually forgot that I asked about, good thing I didn't accidentally buy these yesterday, but I did ask for 2 True King of all Calamities, or yeah, I think it's Calamities. Yeah, should be. I always pronounce cards wrong. This card is really good, and now that I have this card and the Set Rotations, I realistically could just buy a couple Diagrams, and I would have the entire True King Dinosaur deck. Obviously, well, I don't know if you guys know this, but I already had all the regular True King guys. I had been collecting them for a while, so when this card got announced, I was super excited. But even now, I suppose I could technically just buy 1 Diagram. I mean, I don't know. It depends on which term I was going to, how many Diagrams I would want to buy. But if I was taking it not super seriously and just wanted to go for fun, I could technically just buy 1 Diagram and still just play like Lost Worlds and Set Rotation and Terraforming and play this card as well. And I could have like a fairly not terrible deck, just because it would have, I mean, as long as they don't stop that 1 Diagram that I have, as long as 1 resolves, you can usually make pretty ridiculous fields with this guy and Logia and stuff. But yeah, I've been noticing that dinosaurs haven't been doing super well at tournaments lately. I feel like True King or True Dracos have just been performing better overall. But I think a lot of people are sidecking really heavily against dinosaurs, and obviously this sucks against kaijus. But you can pretty consistently make a field of this Naturia Beast and a Dogoran Kaiju. So I think it's actually pretty powerful. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I'll probably do a deck profile of that if I ever go to a real event. But yeah, that was my mail day. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Once again, thank you so much to Andrew for giving me all these cards for free. I really do appreciate it, so I don't have to buy them individually and wait like a million years, and some of them wouldn't come in because sellers are assholes and stuff like that. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later.